I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new stream. And that is right, we are live on this January 28th, 2025. I hope everyone is having a great day. I'm having a great day myself, and we are joined by Mr. Luke. And what's your name? Is that Mao
Drew.
Zedong?
Yeah, the name is still Drew Savicki Paleo. Okay, honestly, the only reason I changed it to the Mao thing is because this was like an AI altered Mao image, and I thought it went hard, so I
Oh
decided to
my
change it to temporary.
gosh. Yeah, you
It
pro-
went hard. It was an AI edited image of him. It went hard. Got to change it. Also, Mao met with Nixon, and Nixon's like my favorite president. So I got a respect for Mao.
All
Um,
right. So there's a lot to get to, everybody. This will be kind of a busy day. We got federal funding freezes. We got
and
Trump.
I am driving from Milwaukee to Waukesha
Mm,
to the Turning Point office. You guys are going to get to hear me ranting while driving on the
yeah,
interstate.
we
Don't
also
worry,
got
I'll drive.
a lot to get to. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. These are great ways to support the daily content, and if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I read through as much of chat as possible, but usually super chat's best way your questions answered, and well, we do have a super chat goal like usual. I think it's 20, so send super chats, surely.
Also, to followers of my channel, I'm sorry I didn't get a stream in yesterday. My daily stream, I didn't get it. The only reason was the only newsworthy event yesterday was Selena Gomez crying, and I didn't really want to do a whole stream about that. But we'll be back tonight streaming the Florida primary, so be sure to tune in.
All
Sorry for
right.
the self.
That's fine. Mike for two, late as always. I guess I was late. Surely. But alright, so there's a lot that kind of happened this weekend. We do not talk with the Chiefs Bills game or Eagles Commanders. Didn't happen. Fake news. Nothing ever happens. So, for real though, I want to talk about what happened with Colombia because I had a video on that a couple days ago, and well, that that might have been the most. What the fuck just happened? I'm just being honest. What the fuck happened with Colombia? What was the point? What was the whole point of
Also,
that?
Rep, you won't be able to show this to stream, but I thought I'd show you. New addition to my car.
Oh, I see that. But yeah, so for those that live under a rock, Trump and Colombia had like a 5-second trade war. Let me pull this up. And let me find it.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out too that while this has been happening, Venezuela has been fully accepting all the deportees.
I'm
Maduro is being more of a U.S. ally than Colombia is.
That's beautiful. But yeah, so for those that don't know, that they were arguing about the deportation flights, which, by the way, don't let the guy fool you. That guy, the president of Colombia, is a Redditor. Let's be honest. That guy lives on Reddit, probably. I mean, did you guys see that statement of his from a couple days ago?
Communist. He's even more left wing than Maduro.
I
Like
know.
at least Maduro's like socially conservative. Like this guy's a cultural Marxist too. Like it's no redeeming quality.
Yeah, so they were arguing about deportation flights, even though Colombia approved of them. This idiot said, "Oh yeah, we'll accept the migrants back. We'll accept them." But then the second they got there, like, no, turn around. And what Trump did was so fucking amazing. He said, "Okay, here's a 25% tariff that's gonna turn into a 50% tariff in a week." And do you know how Colombia responded? They really thought they could compete with the United States and said, "Oh, let's have a 50% tariff on America." You can't make this up. Did this guy really think he could win in a trade war against the United States?
He did, and he failed.
Yeah, he
Open
failed. But
Cope Seed Mold.
what?
I said, Cope Seed Mold. You can't beat us. This is the United States of America under President Donald John America.
Donald John
You're not
America.
going to beat us, especially if you're a country like Colombia who can't even keep the drug lords at bay. Like, do we remember that?
That,
That was, yeah, like, yeah, it's insane. Like, they expect they're going to compete with us. They aren't going to compete with nobody. They couldn't compete with a fucking fish tank,
well, I just like, you look what the guy said. He was like, Did he who did he quote? There was like a Marxist quote or something. But yeah, it's like this guy put out a strongly worded statement and said we have a 50% tariff on America, and then Trump said, okay, we'll have even more tariffs on you, and they backed down. So I mean, this whole situation, which by the way, the left was freaking out. Remember when everyone was complaining about coffee prices for like a
Yeah.
day? I mean, do these idiots really think all of our coffee comes from Colombia? I'm not denying like a chunk of it does. It's like 12% or whatever. But yeah, prices may go up slightly, but let's be honest here. What would you rather have? Slightly more expensive coffee, which again, that doesn't mean to be up like 25%. It just means it goes up a little bit. But if coffee prices go up and in return we get rid of bad illegals, what's the issue? I would rather have that. It's like, if we're spending money, spend it on the United States. Don't spend it on some random third world country. Spend here. Mike for 2, nice to have a leader again. Yeah, a glitch Eevee for 2. I have respect for Mao.
I do. We love, like, Mao met with Nixon, okay? He's better than Stalin. I get he did some bad things, but a lot of people did bad things, you know, and we like a lot of people that did bad things, you know? Mao Mao got better later on in his life. He became a proud Nixon Kissingerite. He's a based conservative. I'm kidding about the
Yeah,
last
just
part.
stop. Just stop.
We'll stop Mao posting on stream. Okay.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so I mean, the whole Colombia thing, I mean, like, people are making a big deal about flowers and coffee. It's like, coffee prices would go up slightly, but the whole flower thing, people looked into, it's like, we literally had, like, an industry here. We got rid of it. So, yeah. Let's see. Brain Dead
Wait,
resist...
the problem that Americans have the capacity to grow flowers and we don't need to import them
Yeah!
from South America? That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's like, no, let's not brought up the fact that, I think it was, like, Central California, they had a big industry, like, 20 years ago, and they got rid of it. Because they just outsourced it to, like, Colombia. It's like, why do we gotta grow flowers in Colombia? Why? Why can't we just do that here? I know there's specific things, but, like, honestly, why? Why do we gotta rely on Colombia for freaking flowers? When I heard people complain about that, it's like, you people are so terminally online. These idiots said nothing about inflation for 5 years. Nothing. But now it's like, now they're complaining about egg prices, which is just dumb. But it's unfreaking believable, but it's...
Yeah, the only reason the egg prices, the reason they were high under Biden was actual inflation. The reason they're high now is because there's a fucking virus going around. Like
Yeah.
chickens.
Yeah, I mean, like, these people, under Biden, it was legit inflation. Now it's just, hey, yeah, there's a freaking bird flu went around killing a bunch of chickens. It's like, that's what's happening. That is a conceited first world elite take to complain about flowers. Well, yeah, I mean, it is. They're complaining about freaking flowers? And how much do the flowers cost, honestly, to buy? Couple bucks? I mean, who freaking cares? And, like, you buy what, once a year?
Drink that specific kind of coffee. It's not even like all coffee's grown there.
Exactly! It's a specific type!
Okay.
It's a specific type of coffee that grows in Colombia, and we don't even...
Or be like me and don't drink coffee and just be a water enthusiast.
Yeah.
You know? But that's kind of boring, I know.
Would you call that a trade war? No, I wouldn't call it, but it was about to be, and Trump would have just... They would have got wiped off. Colombia needs America. I don't care if people say they could just, rely more on China. They can't! I mean, if Colombia went to a trade war with the United States, their economy would crash in 5 seconds. So...
Boy, could rely off China if they were like in Southeast Asia, but now if they're on the US's doorstep, good luck without us, you know?
Yeah, and I know there's that shitty map going around about, oh, China owns, like, South America. It's like, yeah, they trade more with China
And
now.
even then, China is like actually not fighting with the US. You think the country that would be fighting the US on this, China immediately, when Trump threatened tariffs, immediately said they take all the illegals back. Similar to Venezuela. These two countries are supposed to be these evil enemies, yet they're cooperating more with us than these allies are. Interesting. Crazy how that works.
Well, because these countries like China and stuff, they know that they can't afford a trade war. Don't let these people on Twitter fool you. They can't. A trade war would cripple them. So, because that's China's economy, and people refuse to accept that. Let's see here. Imagine instead of more tariffs, Trump just decides to embargo Colombia the same way the U.S. did with Cuba. Well, I think that might be the next step. If they refuse to take the migrants back, Trump would have said, okay, we're just going to freaking embargo you. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
Also, I'm vindicated on Trump on Taiwan because he just put a shit ton of tariffs on Taiwan.
Well, he's about to. Listen, it makes sense because now we're making them here. I think it's Arizona, I believe, making the semiconductors.
I got the people who will not shut up about China stealing industry and stuff, and then we'll never talk about Taiwan doing the exact same thing with the microchips.
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, I think we're making them now here, right? In Arizona. Yeah, that's what it is.
And this is what I've said, and I've been called crazy for saying this. I said, you guys realize that we can just make those chips here and not have to be reliant on a country like Taiwan, which we don't even identify as a country, and we know is in a fucking border dispute with another major country. Why would we want to do all of our business in this industry on an island like that? We don't. Let's make the stuff here so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
We don't have to invest millions in defending Taiwan like that.
Yeah, so I think the whole microchip thing, which Trump announced I think yesterday, yeah, we're gonna put a tariff on it. It makes sense because if we're making them here now, which again the whole industry's still starting up now, but if we make them here, what's the point? Well, why do we gotta rely on Taiwan then? Just make it Arizona or whatever state it is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. China's Navy sinks by itself. Well, yeah, I mean, China's Navy's a joke. Let's see. We watched Caroline Leavitt's first press interview. Probably, I might. I don't know. We'll see. Sean Duffy's been confirmed by the Senate to become the next transportation secretary. WWW. So Sean Duffy's confirmed.
That's like the only appointee that Tammy Baldwin's going to vote for. She even voted against the Treasury Secretary.
Which I don't know why, but I think Bessent's actually pretty good. Just my take. I think he's a good guy. Now I know he has ties to a certain person, but I think he's a good guy. All right, and Nari for 5. Stupid to think any Latin American country could win a tariff war with the United States if they could. There wouldn't be so many illegals here from there. Well, yeah. They can't win a tariff war against us. They can't win anything against us. Do any of these countries even have an active army?
Nope.
Some of them do, obviously, but countries I believe Panama, they literally have 5 people in their army or whatever. So it's what are they gonna do about it? How long would China last in a war? Depends.
How about we don't try to think about this? I don't want to talk about if we fought China, because here's the actual answer. Millions of Chinese and Americans would die in that war.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not millions, but hundreds of thousands. And it would be horrible. So why don't we not sit here and be like, oh, if we go to war with China, we'd win. How about we don't think about it that way?
Chinese carriers work 50% of the time, 30% of the time. I mean, you're not wrong. But yeah, we need this highly valued illegal migrants. Well, none of these desperately poor home countries want them back. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like the Mexican president. She's like, oh, the Mexicans in America, they're so valuable to the country. We don't want them back. Wait, what? What? If they're so valuable, wouldn't you want them back?
She also reluctantly accepted Trump's deals, though, now. So,
yeah,
because she was kind of forced to.
But it's these countries, if they need economic growth, wouldn't they want these people back if they're so valuable? Wouldn't they? To me, that just seems like common sense. Yeah, we'll take them back. It's free money for us. But no, it's not because they gain more from them being here because of what's the name of it? Where they send money back to their country. Remittance, I think. Joe Longo has been a member. What?
I said something like that.
Yeah. Joe Longo has been a member for 13 months. Gary Peters is retiring. I saw that. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Talk about that. Because so far the only Democrat on the potential candidates page is Pete Buttigieg. So
Yeah. Polite rude guy for 2. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick's down for Trump 2028. He's not gonna run. It'd be funny, but he's not going to. Yeah, remnants. That's what it is. Yeah, so what turns out is countries like Mexico, they gain more from them being in America than in Mexico. Because what they do is they make money here and they send it back to Mexico. So, which I think should be illegal, but anyways. We should not grant Trump a 3rd term. Again, like, I'm fine with, I love Trump, but yeah, just let him retire. I don't think he wants to run again, anyways. So, DNA Junkie has been a member for 4 months. Thank you so much, good sir. Rap, Senator Peters now running for re-election. Yep, we saw that.
also big news is Tim Scott met with Brian Kemp yesterday.
I think Kemp's running. I think he's gonna run.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna be honest. If Kemp runs, that Senate race is pretty much over. Like, I'm gonna just say it. Same thing if Whitmer runs in Michigan. Like, those 2 Senate races.
Whitmer's already said no. She already declined.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Wait, she did?
Yeah, she declined. So that means
I didn't hear about that. Let's fucking go. If she declined, we're so back.
So they're gonna run Pete Buttigieg. Oh my gosh. They're gonna lose both those races, aren't they?
Michigan and Georgia. Let's fucking go. We're so fucking.
And remember, the governorship in Michigan's about to flip because of third-party candidates.
Oh yeah, because of the fucking Mike Duggan. God bless Mike Duggan. God bless the Irish Democrat patriot. God bless him.
Anthony McNabb.
Irish Democrats and screwing over Dems' chances. Joe Biden, Mike Duggan, we love them,
Yeah. SOVN for 20. It's always about what about the fields, even the EU. Well, yeah, it's like they always think about the slave labor. It's like, why? Why is it always white liberals that like want slave labor from like Central America?
I'm convinced half of these Democrats, like, I know it's an old talking point that like, oh, Dems are the real racists, but I'm honestly convinced that like a massive chunk of these like white liberals on like these sites think that like minorities should just like vote for them because they're stupid for voting Trump. Like they don't have the mental capacity.
They do. That's what they think about them. It's like they turn on Hispanics now. They hate them now. They hate Hispanic voters now.
Also, talk to your average resist lib boomer about what they think about their Hispanic neighbors behind closed doors.
Oh yeah, it's like these people are such hypocrites. Like, you notice they want they want equity and stuff, but you always notice they always have a bunch of white friends. They never have any like non-white friends. I'm just trying to let people know it's truth. They never have non-white friends. They never do. So these people are full of shit. All right, Anthony McNabb for 3. I wonder, could the U.S. be self-sufficient in food? Yes, it could. Don't get complacent. Oh, I'm not saying get complacent. I'm just saying, like, this is looking good for 2026. Real good. Because if Democrats actually go with Pete Buttigieg, he's going to lose that race.
I have just entered into Waukesha County in the city of Brookfield.
All right. Rap, who should we run for both those seats in Michigan? Too early to tell, but apparently, Coach Tony Dungy's gonna possibly run for the Senate seat, which would be hilarious, but...
Is he gonna run as a Republican or a Democrat?
It sounds like he's running as Republican, if he runs.
Well, let's go. Are we gonna get a celebrity? Dude.
No, not again.
A competent celebrity that's not Herschel Walker or Dr. Oz, who did like a weight loss scam. We'll be so back,
You know who Tony Dungy is?
I don't, but if he's like a coach, like, he's probably good.
Yeah, he's a coach, but you're not gonna like...
I'm not a big sports enthusiast, but
yeah, you're not gonna like his political views. That's what I'm gonna say.
Why? Why is he one of the like Hong Kong people?
No.
Why?
Look up Tony Dungy on gay marriage. Enough said. Polite rude guy. What?
Yeah, I don't care. I thought he was like going to be one of the Hong Kong people.
No, he's like, I don't really care. He's like super duper like conservative on social issues. So.
I see.
Polite rude guy.
We'll see.
Polite Rude Guy for 2. Hispanics for Trump 2020 and my family and friends are down. I guess probably not going to happen, but yeah, so for those that don't know, Tony Dungy was the head coach of the Buccaneers and Colts. So they won a Super Bowl with Manning. So Dr. Oz's base. Well, the thing with Dr. Oz is just like that whole primary killed him. That whole primary killed any chance of winning. But still, though, he probably should have won, but it's just bad circumstances. He got screwed. All right, let's see. If you're in line, stay in line. Real. Apparently ICE just announced they've arrested 969 people in just today. Holy crap. Is that real? Yeah, okay, so according to the leading report, yeah, it's 969 people have been arrested already today. That's up by like 300 people, I think, now. So now we're getting to 1,000 people per day about for arrests. Now, I'm hoping we get up to like 5,000 per day or something. Not just 1,000. I mean, like, people are complaining about like 1,000, which is way better than Biden. But like, yeah, of course we want to be up to 5,000 per day because, you know, if you want to deport like, I don't know, like 10 million people, it's gonna be like 5,000 per day, I believe, for it to be like 20 million or whatever in like 5 years, whatever. It's something like that. It's like 5 to like 10,000 people per day. SOVN for 20. Who will clean the toilets? Who will pick our crops? Yeah, basically. Play Rude Guy for 2. I reported illegals 5 days ago. Let's see, 100,000 per day. Well, here's what I'll say about the whole deportation stuff. So this is what the Trump administration is trying to do, and I know this sounds crazy, but I think it's working. They're focused right now on the violent people. They're focused on the people that are like drug dealers, murderers, rapists, the real bad people. Their whole idea is set an example with these people and say, okay, you don't fuck around here, you're gone. And the idea is if you make people like look at this and say, oh yeah, I'm not pissing around, theoretically, the others should self-deport. That's what their plan is. They're trying to make a bunch of people self-deport. Let's see here. Anari for 5. My Mexican immigrant mother voted Trump 3 times. Look out, leftists, Latinos are the new white supremacists. Well, that's what they believe in now. They think Latinos are like white supremacists now. Anyways. So Luke, what do you think?
I think that we need to give, I think the Latinos are patriots. We love all of them. They're going to make America great again. They helped give us Donald John America. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I was looking for the exit I needed to get off on, so
Yeah.
I was only half listening to what you were saying. So, but yeah, the Latinos are patriots, and we love them.
Yeah, so, but yeah, what I said was, like, apparently the Trump administration, they're pushing to deport the bad people first, like the violent people. That's what they're focused on.
That's good. We should deport. We should have mass deportations now for everyone.
Yeah, so so what they're trying to do is then make people self-deport. That means they look at this and say, oh crap, I gotta get out of here. And apparently that's happening. I mean, there's like videos of like the roads go to Mexico and they're completely filled.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Anything to get, yeah.
And there's a bunch of videos of like Walmarts and stuff that are completely empty now. It's like, even like Pasavik brought up a good point. It's like, how many illegals are really here? This is honestly, because I'm starting to think that 20 million number was bullshit. I'm starting to think it was way more than that.
Oh yeah, it almost certainly was way more than that.
I mean, it's like, again, it's just anecdotal videos, but like, there's a bunch of them going around. It's like, yeah, they go to Walmart now, and 2 weeks ago, they're completely filled with people. And now it's dead as a doorknob. There's a bunch of like construction sites that are empty now. It's like, hold up. Wait a minute. Trump's only been in office for a week. What's going on here? Alright, Polite Rude Guy for 2. We need to deport the illegal kids and babies too. Well, yeah, but start the real bad people. Incentivize people to leave now. So. Hey, Rap, have you seen these protests against ICE deportations? Yes. So I guess there's a bunch of people like Texas or whatever that have like Mexican flags, like flying them around. And then they're like, oh yeah, so we're Americans, but we're gonna fly foreign flags to protest this.
I thought that was AFPAC.
What?
I thought that was AFPAC.
Who frickin' knows? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, but either way, if you actually do stuff like that, it's like, it's one thing to have like a flag of your heritage like in a house, whatever. That's not the problem. When you waving it around and saying, "Oh, deportations are bad," it's like, get out of here. Can we deport these people also? Because they're clearly not loyal to the United States. If you're gonna do stuff like that, get out of here. Lord Rhino for 5. The UK is estimated to have 10 to 15 million illegals. America's gonna have double that at a minimum. That's what I'm saying. It's like, if the UK has 10 to 15 million, how many does the United States have? 40 million? 50 million?
Probably something like that.
Which, again, this is the point of trying to bring up the people. We could single-handedly solve the issue of inflation without Trump doing anything with the economy if you deport all these people. Because guess what? These people, they're taking up houses and they're eating food. They have to just to live. They're buying cars, whatever. So it's like, if you deport 50 million people, that's 50 million less people you have to worry about for food, for housing, all of that.
Okay, wrap. I have arrived at the office, so it was
Alright.
nice being out. I am going to get going.
All right, see you, Luke. But yeah, Chad, it's like, if you have 50 million people and you deport them, that's going to solve, like, the housing crisis right away. Because there's a bunch of houses that will be open now, and a bunch of apartments and stuff. Let's see here. American Nerd for 5. My mom, who immigrated here back in 1990 from the Philippines, voted for Trump 3 times. 2016 was the first time she voted against the left hates her. Well, yeah. If you don't vote for the candidate, it doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, African American, suddenly it becomes an issue like, oh, you're black and you voted Republican, how dare you? It's like, wait, I thought you didn't care about race. But now you do? Let's see. Democrats and liberals constantly make the who will pick the cotton fallacy for why we shouldn't deport illegals. Even that bishop made that fallacy. Oh yeah, that bishop's full of shit. Listen, that as someone that's listen, that bishop needs to go. But and there's like other I believe there's like a Catholic bishop going around saying like they're like the Jesus was a refugee and that's like why we need to import 20 million people. It's like, no, he wasn't. Well, I don't get why these people are like, they're trying to make people say, they're basically saying that you're not Christian if you support deportation. What? Like, listen, okay, I'm fine with you saying treat these people humanitarianly. That's one thing. But to say that you're not a Christian or whatever because you support deporting these people that broke our laws? That sounds like bullshit to me, but I still think those people are manipulating people. Who? Compost to Trump plus 8 approval. Yeah, I saw that. I actually could pull that up, I think. Let me pull that up. Trump. Actually, it's interactive polls, I think. Don't they have it? Yeah, right here. Play rude guy for 2. Women should not be in leadership in church. No, I agree with that. I agree with that, 100%. Just my take. Don't call me a sexist. I just think that's tradition. Sorry, but I think that was the intention. Yes, so Morning Consult just released a new approval poll. Holy crap. Holy crap. So, voters approve of Trump on everything except LGBT rights, which is only -6, and abortion, which is -2. That's margin of error crap. So, everyone approves of Trump on everything, including Medicare, healthcare, the national debt, trade. Look at trade. Remember when everyone was saying, yeah, the tariffs are going to kill America, they're going to kill Trump. Actually, no, people love what Trump is doing with trade. Look at immigration. Remember everyone making a big deal about the mass deportations? Plus 20. National security, plus 21. Plus 21. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let's see. Can we not be sexist? What did I say was sexist? I just said that, I don't think women should be priests or whatever. This is my take. I just think that's tradition within the church, but... Anyways, go to the White House briefing. I could maybe pull that up. Let me see here. Hopefully they're streaming it. Love it. Didn't start yet. What are Dems gonna run in 26 if this even remotely keeps up? They have nothing. Like, actually pull this poll up again. Because it's not just, you know, one or two. It's every issue. Energy, taxes, trade, healthcare, Social Security. This poll right here demonstrates why Dems are screwed in 2028. Sorry, I said it. I mean, you cannot be a party and lose on every single issue. You can't. This is worse than 2024. At least Democrats, they kind of did okay with healthcare. They're losing on healthcare. American Nerd for 5. Selena Gomez, the hypocrite of the week, for claiming to have empathy for the poor illegals while being dead silent on Laken Riley. What a joke. Well, yeah, these people, they don't give a rat's ass about Laken Riley, or they don't care about these kids that get shot in Chicago. They don't care. They only care about these illegals. For whatever reason, it's like, you don't worry about the citizens that are getting killed from these illegals. You don't worry about what's happening in downtown Chicago. It's like, what the hell? Let's see. Zeppelin LZ99 for 5. Did you hear about Tulsi Gabbard Senate hearing votes? They're doing it. They're going to do it in secret. I saw that. What a freaking joke. Tulsi Gabbard, I don't think it's going to get confirmed. It's just dumb. But at this point, Trump has to do a recess appointment as an FU. Only way to deal with it, I guess. I would wait a little in 2020, and I'm worried that Vance will be able to get Trump's level of turnout in the Rust Belt. I guess there is some concern, but Vance is so similar to Trump, and I would argue it's wider appeal. So, anyways. Jesus Christ our Lord had to be retreated to Egypt, not because it was an economic zone for 10 billion migrants, but because King Harold was killing every male newborn. Clear difference. And even that, wasn't Egypt a part of Rome anyways? Same thing with Israel. Or Judea? Wasn't that just all part of Rome anyways at that point? So, what? You didn't really... Well, what do you even call that? It's still Rome then. So what's the point? Let me guess, Selena Gomez is straight up leftist. Oh yeah, she is. Is there a primary in Florida today? Yes, there is. I'm not going to really watch it, but... Do you feel that the corner has been turned in California? And could Californians actually vote Republican? So, I think we're starting to hit that point where... I'm not saying that it's going to flip tomorrow, but... I think with how badly the Democrats have handled this... And not just Newsom, the LA mayor, just every Democrat in California, they've done such a shit job that even a bunch of Democrats in the state, a bunch of people in Hollywood, they're saying, oh, wait a minute, this is the Democrat Party? Like, I disagree with Republicans on everything, but at least they would do something. Like, Democrats, they sat back and did nothing because the environment or some bullshit like that. It's like, what are we doing? But we shall see. We shall see. Play Rude Guy for 2. Cash Patel is good. I'm not voting JD. Sorry, Trump 28. Lord Rhino for 5. There was a poll done over here. 50 to 60% of Brits would support Trump's policies if they were implemented here to make Britain great again. Well, the policies are just common sense. Deport the bad people first and then go after everyone else. If you committed a crime, get out of here. Get the hell out of here. Let's see here. Hey, Rap, yes, Rome had Egypt since 31 BC. Jesus was born 25, 30 years after that. That's what I thought. So what are people making a big deal about? It's Rome. Rome controls it. Alright. Fleeing to a southern state to avoid crazy anti-family laws. Well, that's what a lot of people did. I mean, you can't, honestly, you can't live in California now. It's just unbearable. How can anyone live there? I'm just being honest. It might be a beautiful state, but, man, not good. Not good what happened there. Sean Duffy's confirmed. I saw that. Trump's policies are popular in the UK. Well, yeah, it's like, that's the thing with Trump. His policies are just common sense, which I still think that was ingenious, what they did. They're like, yeah, I'm not conservative. My policies are just common sense. That's all he had to say. Because it is. It's not conservative. It's just common sense. Like, yeah, If you commit a crime here and you're illegal, get out of here. You're deported. Adios. Get out of here. Shoo. American Nerd for 2. Rand Paul voting no on Trump's labor pick. Thoughts? I understand why some Republicans are against the Raymer. My opinion is I don't really care. I understand the argument for and against her. I understand that Trump wants to appease the Teamsters Union, but at the same time, Rand Paul does have a good point. So, for once. All right. The briefing started. Let me pull this up. I gotta pull this up. Should we listen to this? Hold up. Gotta pull this up. Devin Armstrong for 2. Alaska County is California's only base county. Let me pull this up. But, so it just give me the generic stuff, you know, Trump did all this good stuff. Trump did this, Trump did that. It's kind of the generic thing. Nothing really interesting in my opinion, but anyways. So, anyways, back to the actual topic of the stream. Gooners in the chat, oh gosh. Trying to threaten some Republicans with primaries if they don't confirm Tulsi. Apparently that's the case. They're saying if you don't support Tulsi Gabbard, be on the lookout for a primary. Again, Susan Collins, well, what she's doing now is ridiculous, but anyways. Look, as of right now, I'm supporting Trump in 2028. Trump is not running. How many times am I going to say this? She's not going to run. Or he's not going to run, excuse me. He's not going to. Even that's like, why? He's already served 2 terms. Them should run a Newsom-Harris ticket. Honestly, they should. They should run Newsom-Harris ticket. I want to see her go after the idiots in the press corps. Yeah, but I don't know. I thought it would be more interesting, but it just, you could tell, it's just going to be, oh, Trump deported this person. That's all it's going to turn into. Trump got rid of this. Which, yeah, that's expected, but, you know, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I'm not voting for the H-1B candidates. What? Vance Trump 2028. Which Trump? Which Trump with a VP for Vance? That'd be hilarious, but I don't think it's going to happen either. I don't really think any of the Trumps want to run for anything. Just honestly. Why people say F? What happened? Vance isn't winning 2020. Yes, he is. If he runs the primary, he wins because Trump's going to endorse him. Why wouldn't he? Why would Trump pick Vance as his VP? Why would he? If he's not his successor. Barron Trump 2024 or 44. I mean, maybe. Vance wins the primary easily. Don't kid yourself. Yeah, Vance could win that primary easily. There's no way he doesn't. I would never vote for Vance. Why? What's the problem with Vance? To me, I don't get why people are so opposed to him. There's really nothing to be opposed to him for. Unless there's something we don't know about him that's really bad. I don't know. But alright, they're letting new media into the press briefings. Yeah, that's true. They are allowing new people into the press briefings, which would be funny if they allowed, like, me there. Can you imagine, like, I'm just sitting in the back and I ask questions like, hey, I don't know. And Real Texan just joined, actually. Hold on. Hello, Real Texan.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream.
Yes, how much have you already discussed Michigan?
So we went over a little bit, but all I know is Whitmer's not running. It sounds like it's probably Buttigieg.
We got confirmation Lisa McClain will not be running.
Not a surprise.
And I think Bill Huizenga is possibly running.
All right, American Nerd for 5. Rap. I saw something at Kelvin Coolidge's project that some advances people might help Vivek if he runs for governor. Should we be worried? No, it's not a surprise. Vivek and Vance are good friends. That's not a surprise to anyone.
I think they're friends from Yale. So.
Yeah, they are from university wherever they went. So
yeah.
Let's see. Carrie Lake is
apparently there's like a.
Oh no, go on.
Yeah, so I heard there's like a scandal going on with RFK, but it's like being spread around by Caroline Kennedy.
Yeah. So it's probably bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so speaking of that, so Trump, did you hear about the whole federal freeze on spending?
Yeah, so there's like Medicaid issues in Illinois.
Yeah, so apparently Trump administration, they just released a new statement to clarify what this freeze actually did. K Cup for 5. Timer at the White House press briefing. So what does Trump think of Trump Burger? Also, why the fuck did that guy ask a dumbass question earlier? That'd be Tyrone. Yeah. But yeah, so they released a brand new statement. Is this a freeze on old federal finance assistance? No, the pause does not apply across the board. It is expressly limited to programs, projects, and activities implicated by the president's executive orders, such as ending DEI, the Green New Deal, and funding non-governmental organizations that undermine national interest. And apparently, they clarified that this does not interfere with benefits like SNAP or student loans. Apparently, it's just like the corruption part, where it's like, oh yeah,
a
bunch
of
money.
It's not even, and it has nothing to do with Medicaid. It's not supposed to.
So they had to clarify this because, well, they had to clarify this because Democrats were,
So is Illinois possibly like they're self-sabotaging to blame it on Trump?
I wouldn't be surprised. Basically, what they did here, for those that don't know, Trump announced they have a federal freeze ban, or a federal spending freeze. And the NBC of all people, they try to actually push this as, oh, we have to cut the federal Pell Grant, even though it didn't. So they try to push this as well. It gets rid of basically old government funding. In reality, it didn't. It just got rid of, like, DEI stuff. So, that's what it did. People should not be panicking about it. Can we recall a senator? No. But that's why we gotta revoke the, direct election senators, because you should be able to revoke them anytime. If you suck, you're not representing the state, get out of here. That's my opinion. I don't think a glitch Evie for 5. Until today, I've never heard someone say Vance isn't a fighter. Interesting take I completely disagree with. Yeah, I mean, people that say Vance isn't a fighter I disagree with it, but. Alright, Mike for 2. New Jersey drones were FAA and hobbyist drones. Just in. Really? Were they actually just freaking. Oh my gosh.
And, planes.
Yeah. So you're telling me we had people on the right waste, like, how much time on that?
Good, like, maybe a week or something.
A whole week of our time talking about those damn drones. Listen, at first it was very suspicious. I understand that. But it became clear it was just freaking planes and people flying around drones. And people pissing around with other people. That's what happened. Like, oh my gosh, you're telling me we wasted all that freaking time on that. I gotta find that, because now that just kind of pisses me off. So was even Chinese drones.
I'm just glad it ended before, some schizo boomer shot down a passenger jet.
Yeah. So, the White House delivers answers on drones, according to Caroline Leavitt. The drones over New Jersey were authorized by the FAA for research and various other reasons, and many were hobbyists and recreational. It got worse due to curiosity. This was not the enemy.
Wow.
So, I still think there was something going on that they didn't talk about, but to me, this was just, they probably had like a military thing that they did, and people got suspicious. I don't know. It wasn't anything major. So, yeah, we wasted all our freaking time on this. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. We could have wasted that time on something better, but like you said, I'm glad it stopped, because I guarantee you a schizophrenic boomer would have shot down a plane. I'm sorry, but it would have happened if this continued. Because he would have thought it was like a drone.
Oh yeah, there's also a primaries tonight in Florida.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Not gonna stream that, but
Yeah, I mean we know who's gonna win, and they're
Yeah.
gonna win by a lot. So, but yeah,
All right.
vote for Aaron Baker if you live in Florida 6. He's not gonna win, but still vote for him anyways.
Hopefully he wins somehow.
He won't. It's gonna be Randy Fine because Trump endorsed him.
Let's see here. The drones were there to monitor the New York Jets' suspicious activities. Basically, they just, to me, what I think happened was it started off as like a military drill or something. They were testing drones. That's why I think this is what honestly happened. Like, I always question, like, why would China just fly drones over there and then we don't know about it? I still think the Biden administration, the fact they covered it up so quickly is kind of dumb. Because it made people paranoid. Like, oh, actually, we have, we these are Chinese or Iranian drones. We gotta stop it. Let's see. If Vance is a rhino, then every Republican is a rhino. Yeah, Vance is like the definition of like a conservative. I don't get why people hate on him.
Because he hated Trump 10 years ago.
But these same people hate Trump now.
Mm.
Trump's single worst endorsement. Which one?
Randy Fine, probably.
Oh yeah, that was a bad one. All those Iranian drones in the mothership sure did follow FAA regulations well. Well, I think Jeff Van True, he got lied to. I think it was Van True, actually. Yeah, I think that was him that told people about that. It's election day in Florida. Yeah, so again, do not vote for Randy because he's a rhino, but why did Trump endorse him? Why?
It's probably, I guess, payback because he originally endorsed DeSantis but then switched to Trump.
Yeah.
Which also doesn't make sense because Trump is also endorsed against people. Well, I don't think it's just because of DeSantis, but underlying reasons.
All right. Ooh, hold up. John James posted something very cryptic. Hold up.
Oh yeah, that was like an hour or two ago.
Yeah, I just saw that. So brighter days are headed for Michigan. Does John James try again?
He probably will. I think he's either going to run for Senate or governor. I don't think he's going to be running for Congress again.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see John James run. Like, it's either for governor or Senate. I think if he runs for governor, he wins that seat easy. Especially with a third-party guy. So, K-Cup for 5. During the drone time we went to Saints at Packers in Green Bay, the PA guy stated that there was a drone above the stadium, but it was ESPN's. Everyone booed. Lol. Well, I mean, like, yeah, it just... Again, drones, that's the one worry I have about it. It's like, people are to think it's like the government or like freaking, like Iran or something. It's just half the time, it's just people that have a drone just flying around. John James would be a good candidate. I think he wins. I think he wins either race. I think governor obviously wins because, again, you have a third party that's a former Democrat. So, I mean, he's not going to lose that. I doubt it, at least, But yeah, real Texan, what's your take on Pete Buttigieg running?
I don't know. I mean, there's a chance he could win. I think it's a toss-up if he does run. Or if he does get the nomination.
I can't believe they actually want to run Pete Buttigieg. And like people were saying like Gary Peters was like a weak candidate. Like they're saying like, oh, Gary Peters was actually weak. He had no chance of winning. He was gonna lose in a landslide. These same people had him like winning by 10 points or whatever. It's like he was their was he as strong as he used to be? No. But these people
he would have won had he stayed around, had he stuck around.
He would have won, not by like 20, but he would have won by like 3.
I mean, Whitmer not running is good for us, but obviously Nisha's going to run for president.
Yeah, she's not going to run. She's going to run for president.
Mm-hmm.
American Nerd for 5. Rhinos will call Vance a rhino because he doesn't support efforts to increase the GDP at the expense of the American people. I just think we can trust Vance. Exactly. It's like, yeah, our GDP doesn't go up 1% each year. All right.
I'm hearing the lieutenant governor is considering a run for Senate.
Really?
Of Michigan.
I thought she was running for governor.
I think they're going to probably unite behind Benson.
They must realize the governorship they're cooked in. That's what I'm guessing. Because you have Mike Dudgeon, I think his name is, and he's gonna
Probably
take Rhodes. So it's
Yeah.
like that's probably why they're probably gonna bail on that race. Which would be weird, like Republicans win the governorship, but like lose the Senate race somehow. But that's probably what's gonna happen, if I'm guessing. If I'm being honest, I just we'll see though. We shall see. All right. Canadian Liberals announced plan with Mexico, Panama, and Greenland to counter USA. Are you serious? What do they freaking do? Canada.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, do y'all hear? Apparently tomorrow there's like protests planned or something.
Wait, what?
I don't know, some TikTok stuff.
But TikTok was unbanned, I thought.
Oh well, they're still planning protests for I guess anti-Trump stuff. I don't know.
All right. So, the person that's running to lead Trudeau's Liberal Party in Canada has put together a plan to defeat Trump. Want to hear what her plan is?
Go to war or something. I don't know.
Immediately publish a detailed dollar-for-dollar retaliation list for consultation. Immediately convene a summit and form an international coalition with Mexico, Denmark, Panama, and the EU. Direct all federal government agencies to stop purchasing any goods from American companies. Block American companies from bidding on Canadian federal contracts. Ban American firms, including America-based branches of international firms, from all projects funded by the federal government. Defend Canada's cultural sector and artists from Donald Trump's billionaire buddies.
And 100% tariffs on all American products.
This freaking. This has to be the most Reddit thing I've heard in a while. Do they really think Canada can compete with the United States of America? Canada. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Good luck for crippling our nation. Exactly. It's like, what do they think's gonna happen if they tried an economic war with Canada? Their economy would crash in 5 seconds. What do you think would happen? Yeah, this is like someone brought up, like Canada's economy is a third of U.S. trade or something like that. Yeah, a third of their trade comes from the United States. Ours is like 3%. So it's like, what are you gonna do about it? Here's a 50% tariff. Deal with it. Unbelievable. And apparently she can actually win that race for the leadership, but we shall see. Will the policy of the Democrat Party, dominated by boomers and millennials and by no labels and neoliberal neocon crowd, it has purged their DSA wing, look like? It just beat the same shit with Harris, basically.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, see you. It's like a South Park episode, Canada or Strike. Yeah. Speed running 51st state status. Yeah. I mean, you want to start an economic war with the United States. That's not a smart move, but go ahead. See what happens. These people literally think they can outsmart Trump with finances and economics. Yeah. It's like these people really, they have this weird deranged view of Trump where they think he's like this mustache twirling villain. It's like Trump ran a multi-billion-dollar company for years. And he knows what he's talking about when it comes to economics. Because guess what? We have 4 years of Trump where it's clear, yeah, he knows what he's doing. So, no one countries are ally until they prove they are. Allies are so used to providing allies are to provide something to us to make it mutually beneficial at bare minimum. Yeah. What does Canada give to the United States? What the hell does Canada give to the United States that makes it beneficial for us? Ben Sinix for 5 just got here. Have you talked about the primaries for the special elections tonight? Not really, because we all know how that's going to go. Sad but true. Brap, you see the polls for Arizona governor's primary? Yeah, Big's going to win that race. Big's got it. Hopefully Robeson just stays out of it, but we shall see. Maple syrup. Congrats! Yay, maple syrup. Yay. Woo! So important. Yeah, maple syrup. With more warmongering, it cuts of Social Security. Related to my question. I would say cuts of Social Security. Well, I don't know, but Libs in Canada will have a historical loss in the next election. Well, the funny thing about what's happening in Canada is like the polls are apparently like getting close. Which can someone explain it to me? Why are the polls in Canada getting randomly close now? And like leftists are saying like this proves to be like a blue or red wave in Canada. It's like, wait, what? Liberals have like a 12% approval. Do they really think they're gonna win now because of what, Trudeau leaving? I mean, these people are so dumb. They have not learned a damn thing. The same thing happened here. They got rid of Joe. Harris did marginally better, and then she collapsed at the end. The same thing's going to happen in Canada. Good luck. Wouldn't we go 60 states if we annex Canada? Would we have 60 states? I mean, we could, but I'm just saying make it a territory. Just make Canada a territory of the United States. It's only one pollster. Yeah, it's one shitty pollster. I think it's like ECOS or whatever it is. The polls are getting close because of the new honeymoon. Yeah, exactly. They got rid of Trudeau. All that happened is they got rid of Justin Trudeau, and they're doing slightly better in the polling. What's going to happen in a month when they realize, oh, wait, the Liberals are just the same? They're all the same. Eric Daughtry just posted a site where content creators and independent media could apply for White House press credentials. Should we try to get press credentials? Should we actually try? Is that actually real? Should I try to apply for this? Doesn't Trump have an Ivy League degree in economics? It's something like that. Yeah, you could actually, oh my gosh. That's beautiful. We do it rap. We send Tyrone there to be our correspondent. That'd be beautiful. That would be freaking beautiful. More importantly, we need to revoke passes from old legacy media. I agree. Put like literally anyone else at the front. Alex Jones should apply. He should. They should get Alex Jones in the press secretary. Like, just get him there. That'd be freaking hilarious. Send Tyrone. We should. Send Tyrone to the press secretary. Beautiful. Tyrone could replace Jim Acosta. Yeah, that's right. Just get rid of they got rid of Jim Acosta. He was forced out. We'll look at it. It'll just be hilarious. Like the correspondent for like America First Insight or whatever. Because that's probably what it would be. America First Insight. Palpatine do it. Yeah. Hey, Rap, I do have a question as a young Christian man. How do you live out your life as a brother in Christ? In Christ. Jesus our Lord, because I do have faith, but living out the faith is more important. Well, I just try to be a good person. I try. I'm not perfect, but just try to live your best life. Just try to be nice to people. Just try to, like, live as good of a life as you can. Treat others with, like, respect and stuff. So. K-Cup for 2. Trudeau's assembling the Sinister Six, it seems. What? What do you mean assembling the Sinister Six? Caroline Levitt is owning the fake news. Is she? Any news on the Ukrainian war? No. No updates. No updates. Palpatine do it. You know, it'd be kind of funny, though. Just we send Tyrone as our correspondent. That'd be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Caroline Levitt is owning the fake news. That's real. Trudeau's meeting with Dr. Octopus. What? What do you mean by that? How can one treat others with respect if they don't get respect back? Well, to treat people as good as you can. It would be funny if Randy Fine manages to lose somehow. It would be, but he's not going to. No, it would be hilarious, but... no updates on Israel either, for those wondering. Anyways. Is Tulsi and RFK Jr. going to get passed in the Senate? I think Tulsi's cooked, but RFK, I think, barely gets through. Worst comes to worst, they just ram it through, yeah. They ram it through with the, Reese's appointment. Rap, do you not know the Sinister Six? I know the Sinister Six, it's, was that Spider-Man's villains? Imagine Tyrone, the previous press secretary, that would have been amazing. Oh, God. That, yeah, I think Tyrone would have got kicked out in 5 seconds. Why is Randy Fine bad? Look him up. That's what I gotta say. Look up Randy Fine. He is, by most accounts, a rhino. He is a rhino. Not good. What the F happened to Tulsi? Well, because what they're doing is they're having a vote behind closed doors, so we don't really know how that's gonna go. So, they're playing games with it. Tulsi needs a pass, or otherwise we need a primary, everyone. I agree. Why is she cooked? Because freaking Susan Collins somehow was like the deciding vote for the Intelligence Committee. And it sounds like she can vote no. Not good. Not good. KGB sucked. Oh yeah, she was awful. One of the worst press secretaries, easily. He's a schizophrenic. Yeah, Randy Fine's just nuts. Best way to put it. Alright, no law should be passed behind closed doors, period. Yeah, but, like, they can because it's a committee. It's some bullshit like that. Fine was endorsed by AIPAC and wore as a badge of honor. Yeah, that's another reason. Again, like, I'm not trying to be schizophrenic about that, but, like, AIPAC should not exist. That's just my take. It shouldn't exist. But I would say the same thing if it was a Russia pack, if it was a China pack. I would say the same thing. Get rid of it. You cannot have an entity like that existing. So, it's either a concerned yes or disappointed no with Collins. Yeah, it's either she's disappointed or concerned. So, that's Susan Collins. If she's concerned, yes, we're good. If she's disappointed, we're screwed. That's the best way to look at it. Hey, Rap, who is worse? Biden had 2 press secretaries, Psaki or KGP. Psaki just was a liar. KJP had no clue what she was doing. She was not a good press secretary. At least Psaki was good at lying sometimes. AIPAC is just freakish, to be honest. All members of Congress but one, I believe, an AIPAC guy. That's a problem. Like, there should not be an entity like AIPAC. It's not just a normal lobby. It's a lobby of a foreign entity. That should not happen. That should be illegal. Again, I would say the same thing if it was China, India, Russia, France, United Kingdom, Germany. It doesn't matter. Do you think BRICS is a threat to the United States? No. Honestly, I don't think it is. Harap, do you think Harris would be worse than Biden if she got elected? Yes. She would have been way worse. Way worse, I think. Somehow. I mean, like, can you imagine if Harris actually won? DEI. Well, yeah, because she was chosen because of her skin color. Sorry, true, but it's true. Let's see. I predict the deal gets made with Collins vote yes, and get out committee saying full Senate should decide. Then she can vote no. I hope that's what she does. If she does that, fine. But I swear, if she actually does this crap or she votes no, I'm gonna be mad. But can you elaborate why BRICS isn't a threat to the United States? I just don't think BRICS. I mean, Russia can't beat Ukraine. China, I think, I've always believed it's a ticking time bomb. Brazil's a meme. And it's ran by a socialist now. India, yeah, you got India. I mean, like, that's who you got. You got Brazil. Kind of a joke. You have Russia. They can't beat Ukraine. India. I mean, yeah. Anyways, it's not sustainable. Not sustainable. All right. You're going to Brazil. Yeah, it's like if that's what your country's known for, going to Brazil. Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that. I feel like the secret votes in Congress should be banned entirely. Yeah, I mean these votes should be public. We should know exactly who voted for who. None of this crap of oh yeah, someone could decide to say who he voted for. No, that's bullshit. Lula won in a landslide, yet he's -30 approval. He won by like 2 points, I thought it was. I didn't think it was a landslide, was it? Rap, if Colin screws us over on Tulsi, then can we primary out? No. No, even though I'm not a big fan of it, I wouldn't support it. She's our only chance. Only chance of winning that seat. Would a Harris midterm be a 1994 remaster? No. I think the country would be so cooked at that point. You know, she would have pushed for citizenship for illegals. They would have imported more people. It would have been over. That's why 2024 is must win. I don't see how you recover from the Harris presidency. You would never win again. You have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to the war in Ukraine. Well, like, I'm not denying that Ukraine, like, you know, like, I'm just saying, like, they've struggled so much against Ukraine. I know that they've gotten Western support. I get that, but still. All right. I think we're gonna probably end the stream here. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, join the channel today. All great ways to support the daily content. We'll be back later today with a video, probably in Michigan. So, yeah. Last calls for super chats, folks. Last calls for super chats. Just replace Collins with Kemp. I'll make that trade. Yeah, you could do that. Or get, like, Kemp and James and replace the Tillis and Collins. Maybe that could work. Maybe. Is Vivek gonna run for governor or Senate in Ohio? Running for governor. He's running for governor. Yeah, Lula won by like 1 point. That's what I thought. Alright. We'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or wherever you see us at. Godspeed.